What do we have left when everything is gone in old age? A few thoughts on what remains at the end of life. When our hair turns gray and our steps are no longer as steady as before, we often face a big question. So, when everything is over, what is left? In this life, when we are young, we chase after ambitions and great dreams, pursuing things we think will last forever. But time passes, and one day, old age comes to us as an inevitable part of life. It is at this moment that we suddenly look back and ask ourselves if we have truly lived fully, and what remains when everything we have built seems to fade away. This question is not just for the elderly, but perhaps it is something all of us need to reflect on from a young age, to understand that the value of life is not only in the achievements or material wealth we accumulate, but also in what we leave behind in the hearts of others, in those invisible moments that cannot be measured by anyone. This video will explore with you the journey of old age, what we have left when time has taken everything, and why spiritual values, memories, and relationships remain the most precious things to cherish as we move through the final days of life. What has passed in life? When we are young, life is like a vibrant painting with bright colors, full of dreams and aspirations. Those years are a time for learning, facing challenges, and pursuing great ambitions. It is a time when we dare to follow our dreams, bet on the future, and accept failure and setbacks. Whether these are big dreams or small things in life, they are essential pieces that have shaped who we are today. However, with the passage of time, age spares no one. Once we enter old age, everything we have experienced, from achievements to failures, from joys to sorrows, and from unforgettable moments to mundane days, becomes the past. Our bodies are no longer as strong as before, our energy declines, sleepless nights become routine, and back pain and joint aches increasingly visit us. Our memory is also not as sharp as it once was, and sometimes, we struggle to recall the name of an old friend or a familiar place. Yet, despite age changing many things, the memories and valuable lessons we accumulate throughout our lives remain an invaluable asset that no one can take away. These life experiences, whether successes or failures, have helped shape who we are now. Think of every time we overcame a challenge, each failure that taught us a valuable lesson, and every joyful and sorrowful moment in our family that brought special meaning. We may look back at our youth with regret, but in reality, old age provides an opportunity to reflect on life, to understand ourselves and the world around us more deeply. When our health is no longer what it used to be, and when our body weakens, we can still find joy in simple things, in slowing down, and enjoying peaceful moments with family and friends. Each of those moments is precious and brings tranquility to the soul. Therefore, rather than worrying about what we have lost, we can find joy in what remains and live fully with the time life has given us. 2. The values and legacy left behind. As old age approaches, we may feel we have lost many things, but in reality, the most important thing left is not material possessions, but spiritual values. These include family, love, and lifelong relationships. Loved ones, children, grandchildren, and close friends are the greatest sources of encouragement in the final days of life. When our health is no longer what it once was, and life becomes lonely, it is the love of family that keeps us strong, providing the strength to move forward. According to scientific research, love and social connections have a significant impact on human health and longevity. A study lasting more than 80 years at Harvard showed that those with close relationships with family and friends tend to live longer and healthier lives than those who are lonely. This not only boosts mental well-being but also has a positive effect on physical health, especially as we enter old age. Furthermore, recent studies show that as people age, they often find comfort and happiness in building and maintaining relationships, especially within the family. Family is not only a place for love but also where we find support, encouragement, and care. The moments spent with children and grandchildren, the shared meals, the stories from childhood, will be priceless memories that we can cherish. Children bring us joy and hope, helping us see a promising future in the next generation. These values, though they may fade with time, are still the greatest legacy that each person can leave for their descendants. In addition to family, another intangible legacy we can leave behind is the valuable life experience. The lessons we learn from life, from our failures, successes, and even from mistakes, are invaluable lessons that can be passed on to future generations. While we cannot change the past, these experiences can help the next generation avoid mistakes and live more meaningful lives. The stories of our lives, the memories we have, will serve as living lessons for our children and grandchildren, guiding them when facing challenges in life. Not everyone has large material wealth to leave behind for their descendants, but material legacy is not the most important thing. Small items such as a beloved book, cherished photos, or life stories will remain in the hearts of our descendants, creating an invaluable treasure that no one can steal. This is more important than any material legacy we can leave. 3. Fears and losses in old age. However, old age is not without its anxieties and losses. One of the most uncomfortable feelings that the elderly face is loneliness. When children grow up and have their own lives, when friends pass away, we may feel left behind in our own lives. The memories of the past seem to fade, and many people feel they have been left behind in a world that is constantly changing. Many start to feel that they are no longer relevant or valuable as they once were. Not only is there loneliness, but declining health is also a significant issue that the elderly must face. Problems such as heart disease, high blood pressure, joint pain, or memory loss can greatly affect quality of life. Despite the tremendous advances in medicine today, old age still marks the time when the human body starts to weaken, and physical decline is unavoidable. Things that were once easy to do can now become challenges. This not only impacts the quality of life but also diminishes self-confidence and belief in oneself. However, according to psychologists, one of the most important things in facing these concerns is acceptance. Accepting that aging is an unavoidable part of life, and rather than worrying about what we have lost, we should cherish what remains. Maintaining a positive attitude, keeping an open and joyful heart, will help reduce feelings of loneliness and help the elderly maintain their mental health. Sharing thoughts and emotions with loved ones and friends is also very important in creating a positive and healthy living environment. 4. How to face old age and seek meaning in the final years of life. To face old age positively, one effective way is to find joy in the simple things in life. This could involve caring for plants, keeping pets, reading books, or participating in charitable activities. These things not only help us feel useful, but also bring joy and connection to the community. A recent study showed that people who participate in volunteer activities or help others tend to feel happier and healthier. Additionally, finding a new purpose in life is also very important. Even though old age may prevent us from doing strenuous work, finding smaller goals that match our health and abilities will help us stay motivated to live. Don't think that when we grow old, we have nothing left to contribute. In reality, the elderly can become a source of inspiration for the younger generation, and this gives them a sense of purpose in life. One of the valuable lessons in life is to accept change. Slow down, appreciate what we have, and enjoy precious moments with family and friends. This not only helps reduce anxiety but also helps us rediscover the true meaning of life. When we accept aging, we realize that nothing lasts forever, and the important thing is to live fully and meaningfully. When all is over, what remains are not material things or external achievements, but the intangible values that we have accumulated throughout our lives. These are family, love, life experiences, and valuable lessons. Although old age can bring many difficulties, these values will help us live peacefully and meaningfully in our final years. Live each stage of life to the fullest, always find joy in simple things, and remember that life is always meaningful at any age. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share it to spread it to those around you, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive the latest videos. Also, feel free to leave your comments and share your experiences so we can exchange ideas and discuss them together. Likes, comments, shares, and subscriptions give me the motivation to create the most engaging videos for you. See you in the next video.